preach the gospel, you sing the gospel. All of us are ministers of the gospel. If you go and you are honored, thank God for it. If you are not honored, wait until God increase honor in your life. I know there are wolves in sheep clothing. I've been duped many times. I've been invited to preach, traveled for days. When you are done preaching, they say, man of God will get back to you. God bless you, I leave. After 1 month, they are still getting back to you. Do the next business and continue. Can they pay you for preaching? If they can pay you for singing, you are a hireling. And when you talk a corrupt and evil generation, people try to bring justification. Which era? Go and read about those who sang the hymns that we are singing. That's why our song can't last for 10 years, because they are sponsored by money. The inspiration came from mammon. Go and look. There are hymns we are singing today that were sung 50 years ago. They are still fresh. They came from the oven of the spirit.
Should psalmists charge? Let me put you out there.
Okay, I do not believe that any office in God should charge. Whether you're a minister or you're a pastor, prophet. No, it's not. It's not. Mind you, all the names you have called, there are people I love and respect. I love and respect them a lot. But this is me. No minister should charge. Yeah. Honor is not what you take on yourself. If you are honorable, let people honor you.
Final question so you can go. Gospel artists, should they charge to perform or minister?
That's a very dicey question. Depends on what the Lord has told you. I call it your consecration. Our consecration demands, I don't know what the Lord has told them. I believe that there's a place for making sure that people are fine and all, but it depends on your consecration. My consecration demands that I don't charge.
You know, it's my conviction, it's my consecration to not discuss charges. And why do I do that? How much can I place on my gift? So I will come, and because I understand that my ministry is twofold, primarily to minister unto the Lord. That's the first calling of every minister. Say, to minister unto the Lord, and then his people. And this is the way it works. As you minister to him, he then sings through you over his people. He rejoices over them with singing. So my understanding has always been, okay, if a church invites me to come minister, they are doing two things. First, come and minister to God and to his people. My own understanding, and let me say this before I trend on Twitter, because people will take it and tell Pastor Nat, they say no. My understanding is, when you say to me, come and minister to God, I can't charge God to minister to him. How much did he charge me for his blood on Calvary? The blood that is the very reason for my ministry. So it's a personal consecration, and it has worked for me. So why leave what is working? See, if I share some of my testimonies, people will be jealous. I don't even want to go there. Strange things. I am a living testimony by God's grace of what it means to be on God's payroll. Okay, let me give you one. 3 weeks ago, I felt led in my heart. I wanted to bless some people. I don't charge a dime, but I gave out 2 cars in one day. I bought it. I said to my keyboard player, I said, my PA, hold one. I said, yes. I'm trusting God very soon that I'll start giving out houses. See, God has to use some people to show that he's a good God. Now, I'm sharing this because I'm in a good house. It's not info I would like to share publicly. So my question is, what has God called you? It's not about this person is doing this, that person is doing that, this is right or wrong. It is, what has he called you to do? That determines your consecration. Are you just a Jew, or are you a Nazarite like Samson? And if you look at what Samson did, he operated in an unparalleled level of power, of course, until he missed it. Hallelujah.
1 Corinthians 9:18. See the way Paul puts it. I'm talking Bible here. He said, what is my reward then? Verily, when I preach the gospel, I may make the gospel of Christ without charge, that I abuse not the power in the gospel. Every time you tie money to kingdom service, Paul said you have abused the power. No matter the flimsy excuse you give, that's not kingdom. This is what people endanger their lives for. We are asking for money to do it. In Acts of the Apostles 15:25-26, the Bible says Paul and Barnabas, men that hazarded their lives for the gospel. I teach the gospel, you sing the gospel. All of us are ministers of the gospel. If you go and you are honored, thank God for it. If you are not honored, wait until God increase honor on your life. I know there are wolves in sheep clothing. I've been duped many times. I've been invited to preach, traveled for days. When you are done preaching, they say, man of God will get back to you. God bless you, I leave. After 1 month, they are still getting back to you. Do the next business and continue. Can they pay you for preaching? If they can pay you for singing, you are a hireling. And when you talk a corrupt and evil generation, people try to bring justification. Which era? Go and read about those who sang the hymns that we are singing. That's why our song can't last for 10 years, because they are sponsored by money. The inspiration came from Mammon. Go and look. There are hymns we are singing today that were sung 50 years ago. They are still fresh. They came from the oven of the spirit. Today it's all about money, doing all kinds of packaging, building false momentum around ourselves so that people can give money. It's a shame. When you talk, they say you are collecting tithe and offering. You just know their minds are corrupt. Go and ask those who are pastors. People think the administration of the offering is for the man of God. That's what they think. They think tithe is for man of God. Any man of God who touches offering or tithe is a thief, because the Bible prescribes the administration of these things. It's for missions. It's for the care of the poor, the orphans, and the widows. It's not for the man of God. And then when there are Levites who don't have any work, it can be used for their welfare. I'm a traveling minister and I'm an apostle over this house. My traveling ministry is separate from what I do here. So the tithe and offering has nothing to do with my traveling ministry. I've been preaching from Sunday back to back till now. I preach on Sunday evening. Monday, Tuesday, I preached in Takoradi. On Wednesday, I came back to preach at the National Conference of Lawyers. On Thursday, Friday, I was in Jalingo preaching. I just came in from Lagos. I preached Saturday and Sunday morning. I'm preaching Sunday evening. Ask the person who traveled with me. Most of those meetings are rejected on Orodium. They gave me, I said no. When I saw the situation around, I said we are all in the same kingdom. I should sow into what you are doing here. And then you find people, no, don't clap. I'm not saying this to let you know as though I've perfected. I'm just telling you kingdom mindset. And then somebody comes, he thinks, why do you think we are not powerful in our generation? The influence is lacking. Go and check the days of our fathers. A man can talk and kings can change laws. Today whole churches gather and do vigil, nothing, because God can entrust us with power. The fear of God is not there. We are not servants of God, we are servants of Mammon. You want to do the will of God, you must become a servant of Christ. And when you are a servant of Christ, no man can pay you. Your focus is at the end of time. You want to hear one thing: well done, thou faithful servant. That's all you are looking for. That's your reward for serving. And most of these people are not trained. And that's why I told you about outer court ministers. All the people